There is nothing wrong with your television set. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are controlling transmission. We will control the horizontal. We will control the vertical. We can change the focus to a soft blur or sharpen it to crystal clarity. For the next hour, sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery which reaches from the inner mind to the outer limits. Is this the day? Is this the beginning of the end? There is no time to wonder, no time to ask, why is it happening? Why is it finally happening? There is time only for fear, for the piercing pain of panic. Do we pray? Or do we merely run now and pray later? Will there be a later? Or is this the day?
Down there, let's go. Kill me. Kill me. Over there. Come on.
It's no use, Louise. I'm afraid you'll never see him again. No sign of life. New York, London, Rome, Moscow. Honey, check the Geiger counter.
$47 wrenching.
It's down another one. We might live. We just might live. I told him this day would come. I begged him to get ready for it.
Dad, someone's coming.
can't let him in.
You've got to.
I only planned this for 3. You, me, and Tommy. I've only got provisions for 3. No more. Go to your room, Louise.
I won't let you do it.
Well, there's always one way to get into a place.
It's our lives or theirs, girl.
I'm letting them in.
That wasn't much of a welcome, mister.
No, you're not welcome. Put that gun down.
Come on, Tony, put it away.
Better give it to me.
Where I go, this goes.
I'll look after you later. Louise, take the girl in, give her a fresh change of clothes. Have her wash with some of the water in the sealed jars. Now you, go in there, through to my room, change your clothes and wash yourself if you want to stay alive.
You sound like you're used to giving orders. It makes 2 of us.
I won't have to feed this poor devil. He's done for.
I couldn't just let him lie there.
740 rents. Don't touch him, Louise. You'd better go to my room and change your clothes. It's not too late already.
My brother is dead out there. He was only 30 feet from me. He died, I didn't. Can't understand it.
You'd better go and wash now.
22 years old. Doesn't make sense.
Didn't you hear me? Go change your clothes.
Go on, please. Do what Dad says.
You know the irony of it, of Bob? He was studying for the ministry. He was going to be a man of God.
Come on, son.
Come on in the house, quickly.
I wonder, ma'am, if you could make a place for me and Diablo here, because a woodshed'll do.
Well, I'm afraid not. Tie him outside someplace and come on in the house.
You hear that, Diablo? It's none of my doings.
Another one, huh? That makes 7 of us. Now none of us will make it. You should have let me stop him.
I couldn't have lived with that on my conscience, and neither could you.
You get pretty good taste in sports shirts, mister.
Hey, honey, this is quite a snazzy-looking cotton dress.
Stand clear of him, miss. He's lit up like an atomic fire.
You could pass it on?
I'm not sure, but there's no use taking chances.
And why take chances? What do we need him for? I'll just put him out of his misery.
No, you don't. Give me that gun.
Once and for all, mister, no one takes my gun.
Tony, look out!
I ain't gonna like you, mister.
I can stand it. Get up.
If I used my best judgment, I'd kill you right now.
He'll be all right, Captain. He steps out of line once in a while, but push him back hard, and he's all right.
Ruby, shut up.
You know, ma'am, I was thinking that he could sleep out in the kitchen with me.
Who?
Diablo. He's always used to having me around with him. Why, he was watching me when I uncovered that gold vein. Oh, I guess it's about that wide and maybe a mile long.
Well, no, I'm afraid not.
No?
Come over here, all of you. I want to talk to you. This is the Geiger counter. It's recording 46 rengens of radioactivity in this house now. 50 is considered dangerous, 500 fatal.
It all depends on the individual. Different people have different absorption capacities.
When I want an opinion, I'll ask for it. Now, we may live, we may not. There's a lot we don't know yet. Some of us may be dying now.
How long before we could leave this rural paradise?
I wish you'd never found your way to it, late.
I got things working for me in Frisco. Big things. How long before we can get out of here?
Tell him, Louise.
There is no San Francisco. There are no radio signals, long or shortwave, from any city in the world.
You're kidding. No, Frisco, I don't believe it.
All right, that's enough. Listen to me now. The 7 of us in this room may be the beginning of a new era, a new civilization. I knew this day would come. I spent 10 years getting ready for it. Now, if you'll follow me here, I'll show you why we're still alive. This is my house. With its own generating equipment, its own food supplies. These hills surrounding are full of lead-bearing ore. They act as a barrier against radioactivity. Through these gorges, these canyons, blows a strong, steady wind with enough velocity to keep the radioactive contamination out of here. By some chance, each of you is in this sheltered area, except the man on the couch. He got to it too late. You can see the result. I don't think he'll live through the night. As long as the wind blows and the rain don't come too soon, we may live. That is, if we're not destroyed by other forces.
What other forces?
Never mind that now. Make no mistake about it. You're not welcome here. This was planned for 3 people. That's how much food we've got. Divide that among 7 of us, we'll find ourselves walking around with aching bellies. I have the key to the storeroom. I and only I will decide when and how much we eat. Any argument about that, I settle it with this.
Oh, you're a top man, all right. Packing that gun. Just don't let go of it.
I don't intend to. You men will sleep in my room. I'll bunk out here.
Come on. Yeah.
You think he's got it too?
Maybe, maybe not. We'll know by tomorrow.
Cute guy like that. That'd be a pity.
I'm not gonna die. I thought I was, but I'm not. You'll be all right. You're my friend. I won't forget it. I'm hungry. I need food, meat. Fed me. Nearly raw. I don't know why, but it'll do me good. I'll leave your orders at the chef. Meantime, better wash up and get into some clean clothes. If this Geiger counter's accurate, I wouldn't spend too much time out here.
You're no stranger to all this, are you?
I'm a geologist. My field is uranium exploration.
Then you'd know that the real force of the atom has never been truly calculated.
I think it reached its fulfillment today.
But only as it affects our form of life.
You think any other form of life could have survived that?
I'm only saying that it's true force has never been fully understood. Do you remember the H-bomb test at Matsuo some years ago? I captained one of the ships. 5 days after the blast, I towed the animal ship out of target zero. The world never had a true account of that test.
What are you trying to tell me?
Coyote. Lots of game in here now.
Contaminated game. Fighting for life just like we are.
They started coming in a week ago. It's like this valley was Noah's Ark.
What's the matter, Raddick? There's game out there. I can tell. I can feel it. A man needs meat. It's contaminated. You'd die if you ate that. You would. Not me. I can't live on this. That's all you're going to get for a long time. That's what you think. It's doing nicely. Your plant of the future.
Celebrates a birthday tomorrow. 3 weeks.
3 weeks. I thought we'd all be dead by now.
But we're not. Even Raddick got out of bed today. Gives me the creeps.
Logically, he should have been dead by now.
There's no such thing as logic anymore. He hasn't touched food or water for 3 weeks. What does he live on?
He says he doesn't need food.
Last night he slipped out of the house. Didn't get back until dawn.
I'm afraid he's going out of his mind. He seems to live in a world all of his own.
He's a mutation, Rick. Freak of this new atomic world of ours.
I'm going out for a walk.
Don't go too far. Stay in sight of the house.
Why?
Because I tell you to.
I'm not afraid. I like it out there. Would you go with me?
No.
Dangerous, Rick. He should be destroyed.
No, Jim. It's important to us that he live.
But why?
I'm not sure yet. When I am, I'll tell you. Bones are still moist. Look. Footprints. Raddick's.
You think he ate that rabbit? "49 ranching. Think a man could eat that poisoned meat and live?
Yeah. He spent most of his nights right out here in the woods.
No human could eat it and live. He defies all the laws of man and God.
There may be an entirely new set of laws, Jim, that we know nothing about.
Come out and say what you mean.
I'm only guessing. We know that even small amounts of radiation produce change.
But if, for some reason, a man could live through complete saturation, 1,000 generations of changes could have taken place. It's only a theory.
Matsuo test.
What about them?
Nothing. Go on with your theory.
There may be more Radix. Worse than him. All of us have survived more cumulative exposure than we ever dreamed possible.
You were trying to say we might all become like Radix? Stalking the woods at night? Eating raw meat?
It's possible.
What can we do, Rick?
My brother believed the Bible gave strength and revealed a plan for everything.
And I hope I find it before I lose my mind. Listen to this. For I am with thee to save thee and deliver thee, saith the Lord. I will deliver thee out of the hand of the wicked. I will redeem thee out of the hand of the terrible.
I had enough of the Bible when I was a kid.
Easy to see it had no effect on you, Tony.
I think you ought to tell them about the rain.
Yes, Rick, you're right. We're heading for rain. It'll be coming down through clouds saturated with nuclear death. I'm afraid there'll be no escaping it. But in case the weather clears and we do escape, starting tomorrow, we have to go on half ration.
Ha! That's half of nothing.
If we're still here when the weather clears, we'll start planting. I've stored seed and grain. Also, I've got books and materials on every craft needed by man to sustain life. You can all start reading them.
Tony Lamont. Farmer.
We're just about out of water, too. There's a waterfall not far from the house coming out of the mountain. I tested it today, and it's safe. Starting tomorrow, we bathe there.
I've used more water in the last 2 months than I have in 64 years.
Maybe that's why you're still alive, Pete.
Oh, this place looks spooky even in the sunlight. Boy, what I'd give to be standing back on Broadway listening to that traffic.
I didn't realize how isolated it was here.
You're good looking, country style, clean. Probably that's why Tony goes for you. You're something new to him.
Tony?
Hey, don't take his eyes off you. Can't see me anymore. But just don't you encourage him. Otherwise I'll make a play for that guy of yours. And that would be unfair competition for you, baby.
I'll remember that.
Tony will come back to Mama. He always does.
What's the matter, kid? We're being watched.
Where? I can't see anything.
There's something moving in the bushes.
Oh, it's probably one of the men.
Boys will be boys. Come on, let's get out of here. We'll go along the stream. It's quicker that way.
Oh, I need some breath. Will you hold it a minute?
I felt eyes staring at me. I heard it, too.
Hey, cut that out.
Come on.
Raddick's not the only one eating this game, Jim.
When they finish off the game, we'll be next. This place is cursed. Rick, we've got to kill Raddick.
He's our only chance to find out what we're up against. We can't kill him.
The animals at Matsuo, they predicted something like this.
Don't you think it's time you told me about Matsuo?
Yes, it is, tonight. After the others have gone to sleep. You'll think I'm crazy, just like the rest of them did.
Raddick walked into that murderous vapor like it was just plain fog.
Rick, how much do you know about the Matsuo bomb test?
Only some rumors that nobody could actually pin down.
It's time I showed you something. As I told you, it's my job to tow the animal ship out of target zero. I got the first look at them. 1,000 different species.
I remember the newspapers said that they'd all been completely destroyed.
Papers lied, Rick. 3 of them lived through it.
Lived through the H-bomb?
There was a law against taking photographs, none against sketching what you'd seen. They were placed in cages, male and female of each species. That was a chipmunk.
That was alive?
It lived for 3 days. The third survivor was a monkey. Its skin looked like rubber, but it had the feel of metal.
Armor plated. Nature's answer to complete nuclear radiation. A million years of evolution with one bomb.
They lived for 3 days. By the time we got back to the inspection ship, they were dead.
If we could find out why they died, it might help us.
I couldn't figure it out. Except they wouldn't touch food or water.
A new species. The ancestors of whatever we have out there.
Sometimes I have a feeling of doom.
All I know is there are 2 forms of life fighting for survival here in this valley. And only one of them can win. It's got to be us.
You're right, Rick. It's surprising how much strength I've drawn from you. I planned this whole thing just to stay alive. But you've given me a feeling of responsibility towards the future of our kind.
Thanks, Jim. Raddick. Look at his arm, Jim.
Yeah. What killed him, Rick?
3 punctures. Like steel daggers. Must be in there somewhere. I'm going after him.
No, you'll be fighting on his ground.
This thing has to be settled one way or another.
Like 3 steel claws. Defies understanding.
Steel claws, Jim. Like the surviving monkey on your animal boat.
What's the matter, kid?
Didn't you hear it?
Hear what? I can't hear anything.
I must have been dreaming.
Yeah. Go back to sleep, kid.
Jim, what happened?
Pete. He went up on the ridge after his fool gold, and I went after him.
Into the vapor?
Hope into the cot. Louise is not to know, Rick.
Right. How long were you up there?
Long enough. I'm going to tell the others I hurt myself. It'll explain my being in bed.
Don't worry. Maybe you've developed an immunity to it.
Save your bedside manner, Rick.
I should have gone with Pete. At least he got somewhere.
Well, if it rains now, we'll all be joining him.
Rick, you've been on the level with me. I want to know the truth.
About what?
Look at that skin.
What's the matter with it?
It's getting like radix.
Oh, no, it isn't.
You're lying, Rick. It's happening.
Feeling better, Dad?
That's better, honey. You okay?
I'm fine. I'm just worried about you, that's all.
I'll be all right, baby.
Where's Rick?
Outside looking around.
I think I'll go outside and look for him.
Okay.
Someone took one of the knives out of the kitchen.
You don't say. I think I'll go out for some air.
Let me go with you.
You stay here. I'll see you later.
Oh, I hate this place. I wish we had never found it. Look what's happening to my skin.
I've looked at it 10 times already. There's nothing wrong with it. Screaming, I'll cut. I mean it. Now move that way. Sit down, Louise. Nothing ever come easy to me. All my life, I had to claw for things.
What do you want?
You mean you don't know? There's something new in my life. I haven't had time for your kind of woman.
Don't touch me. I can't stand you.
Oh, you won't hate me when there's just the two of us. Be no point to it. Get what I mean?
Leave me alone.
Tony, let the little girl go.
Get out of here.
Run along, honey. I've got a few private words with Mr. Heel.
You don't know when you're through, do you?
The two of us, you said. But you meant her.
Yeah, that's right. Now you know. You're dime store stuff. You're cheap. I didn't know what it meant till just now.
She hates your guts, Tony. You're dirt to her. She'd wish herself dead first. Oh, Tony. What are we fighting about? We're like a couple of kids.
I want no part of you. Face it. Happy landing, sweetheart. Ruby wouldn't come back with me. We had this little beef, so she stayed outside to cool off. She'll be back when she's good and ready.
Have a little something to settle with you myself.
Tomorrow, maybe. I'm tired right now. Okay, so you can beat me up. What does that solve?
You go near Louise again and I'll...
Kill me. You? Ha! I haven't had a good laugh all day. I think I'll turn in now.
He'll kill you, Rick. Get him first, now. Take my gun.
Just sneak up on Tony and empty a gun into him. I thought you knew me better than that.
There's a lot at stake. At least carry a gun on you. Here, get one out of the storeroom. Be ready to use it. Louise? Louise! Rick! Rick!
What's the matter, Jim?
See if Louise is all right.
She's not in there.
It's got her. You know how to use an M1 rifle? Get one out of the storeroom. It's all set to use.
What's all the noise?
It's got her. Go with Rick, Tony. Maybe between the two of you.
Oh, no. She's Rick's, remember? You gave her to him. Now, here's your chance to be Mr. All-American Hero.
Rick! Come close. You won't need the pistol. Slip it under my pillow. Rick, there's no other way out. Use that gun on Louise.
Louise!
It's dawn already. Well, Captain, looks like your ship's falling apart, don't it?
You've been no help. You wouldn't look for Ruby. You wouldn't help Rick find Louise. You're a low scum.
I'm a coward. I only fight when I have to and on my conditions. And one of them is that I know what I'm fighting. That's better, Captain. If there are two men and one gun, I like to have it. Voice came over.
No, it was nothing.
You're a liar. A dying man shouldn't lie. You think I don't know you went after Pete?
That's why you're so brave. That's why you're moving in.
Moving in? I'm taking over. The works. The house, Louise, if she gets back. I'd make a better father for her kids than Nick would. They'll be tough. Looks like rain. Still think it'll polish us off?
You'll know soon enough.
Get back to the house, Louise. I'm going after him.
There's your rain, but good. How long do you think we got to live, Captain?
Give me a sample. I'll test it.
All that action out there, and the lousy rain's got to finish us off.
Under my Geiger counter. It's clear. Just rainwater.
Well, what do you know?
Southeastern ditch. Lake. Afraid of the lake.
What was afraid of the lake?
can't hear it anymore.
Hear what?
The noise. I'm free of him. He tried to speak to me before. He called me by name.
Come on, let's go. You're soaking wet.
Rick, what killed him?
We'll talk about it later.
I feel so sorry for him. It's strange I feel that way.
Come on, let's go. I'll let your father know we're okay.
They must be signaling they're okay.
Go out and see.
I can see them from the window when they come. Yeah, that's it, all right. They're getting closer.
What are you doing with that gun?
I'm gonna kill Rick.
In God's name, why?
Thought you knew why. I want Louise. I think I see them. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough shot. She's hanging all over him.
Get away from that bush.
Shut up. Pretty soon now.
He's gonna kill Rick. I had to stop him.
That thing out there is dead, Jim. The rain killed it.
I took a test of the rain. Found it free from contamination. Kept praying, but I stopped worrying. I remember the animals on my ship. How they wouldn't touch food or water. And I knew why. That thing was created to live in a poisoned world. The rain came, and it was pure.
Man created it, but God destroyed it. He brought the rain and fresh air.
If he couldn't live, then neither could the others of his kind.
There was a voice on the radio while you were gone. There are others out there. There's a future out there for you two. I've got to go and find it.
Oh,
Are you about ready, Louise?
coming.
There are worlds beyond and worlds within which the explorer must explore. But there is one power which seems to transcend space and time, life and death. It is a deeply human power which holds us safe and together when all other forces combine to tear us apart. We call it the power of love. We now return control of your television set to you. Until next week at this same time, when the control voice will take you to the outer limits.